Well, howdy tubers. Back at it again a little bit. Nothing yesterday because Monday night went over to my sister's to spend the night and watch movies and whatever. And then we went to watch my dad yesterday while my mom stayed home getting their bathroom remodeled to a walk-in shower, and so she wanted to be home for that. And although we had to go over there on my way to the rehab place to pick up some hearing aid batteries, so got them up there to my dad, and I got his battery changed out so he could hear us. So anyways, look what I got from Hummel. How about that? So, what you do when you get it is get your prop on there. Well, I mean, it's not bolted down. It just got bolts in there to hold it. And then, first thing you got to do is find your marker that I forgot to grab before I started this. Oh, there it is. But while I'm at it, got those covers on there. How about that? Which Buddy Matt come up with the idea, because I couldn't get them in there unless you flattened it and then put it on there. And he come up with the idea, and I found one of these out at the airport. Once I got it slid in there, and then put this on there, and then you could pop it up, and then it'd be good to go. So I had this in the car because I was returning it to the airport, but I thought I'd do a video about that first. But I'll have to pick up one of these at Harbor Freight. I'm sure that's where it's from. I've got one that's bigger, but of course too big for that. So anyway, here's the marker. And let me put this in the car and since it's raining today, and I guess probably supposed to rain the rest of the week or something, maybe I'll run over and pick one up from Harbor Freight. So we got our marker, and we will mark on here where the prop is. Oh, since I got it there, these marked with the red are the longer bolts that are for the crankshaft weight. This here that goes behind the hub, which I've got it marked on the crankshaft too, and of course it's all shown in your Hummel engine manual. So anyway, so what you're doing this for is so if you were just to lay your spinner back plate on a flat table and then your spinner over the top of it, and then push it down on there and start drilling holes. Well, I mean, I guess really theoretically you could probably just drill one on each side, one there and one here, and then one here and one here. But when you did that, that's where your prop would be in that case. So what you do is mark this, because this is going to clock this back plate to the spinner back plate versus where your prop is going to come out. So that'll be your reference point for where the prop blade comes out of the spinner. So then what we will do, and then we'll do that in another video. I'm going to link a bunch of them on PowerPoint or whatever it's called, so that so you can see the whole thing. A spinner installation. And remember, I was telling you that I thought that, well, you know, I had to reach way over here. I'm going to reclock the prop. Now, this has nothing to do with the spinner because it would be orientated with the back plate. But I'm going to reclock the prop. I had it where the weight was right there. Right, I'll say 90 degrees to the prop. Well, now it's going to be over at this angle. It'll, instead of these two top bolts being where I did have that spinner or the crankshaft weight at, it'll be these two bolts that'll hold it. So these two bolts will have the red on there that I'm just telling you. That's what I use to mark which bolts are the longer bolts. So anyways, we'll get to that in another video. Well, okay, tubers, different position now. I planned on coming up here and putting this on my table, but when I put it on the table, the thing wallowed around. I thought, well, that table's got to be pretty flat, and so I brought it over here on the glass, and now it don't wobble. So I got my straight edge and put it on the table. Yep, it ain't flat. So this is the best thing we got right now. So you remember the lines we drew on here to clock the back plate with your prop. So got those, and I've drawn this up, and this is 3/4 of an inch up from here in reference to where the back plate sits on there up to where the prop sits on there. And then we're going to cut this out of here. Well, cut this, if I got you in there, cut this out and see how that fits against the prop, and then we'll go from there. Using this as my template for cutting out the spinner. This is a poster board. So now, let's see how that works out. I still got you in? Guess so. So that, let's see. Good, I need a little more trim in there. So, okay. We'll make this a little fatter to follow that curve. If we go too far, then I will just put tape in. Actually, I mean, this won't be, this will probably end up just being close, because I will want to put the prop mounted on the engine to get the rest of that trimmed out. But this will give you close, get you close. And I think we're a little high right here, which that's just going to give us a rough place to put on here. to give us a rough place to start. And I already seen that this is probably just a hair too high, so I'll just not go up quite as high, and that'll give us a start. Then we'll be able to set that on there and then eyeball where the other side of where that end is going to be, and mark it on the spinner, and then of course use that template again on the other side. And then we'll go and mount this on the engine with the prop, of course, and then we can start fitting with our rough cutouts, start fitting it on the back plate with this all bolted on good and tight, and will get us hopefully get us a nice clean 3/32 inch or so away from hitting on the prop cutout. So that'll be in another video. So I will go now and put this on the airplane. Oh, let's see. Of course I got a Hummel shirt on again. I don't know if that's showing up or not. And well, on the back too. So anyway, we'll stop this video. And of course I didn't do anything on this yesterday because I was messing with the tachometer and still didn't get that done. But just after we're done, it's going to be a long continuous video on spinner. Okay, well, we got the prop mounted on here in the, in the mark where you put on there for getting the prop clocked to the back plate. And I only put 3 bolts in every other hole, since there's 6, 3 and 3, 6. I'm a math teacher. And I went ahead and I haven't turned that light on up there. I went ahead and remember I was telling you on this paper how this is how I had it clocked in position on starting. That's how I had it, and that's how I wanted to move it to, which is how I moved it to. And now when I already tried cranking it from that position, of course, with the mag off, and that's a lot better. That works better. So anyway, I think what I will do is go ahead and put this video on to see how much interest there is in doing the spinner, because right now I will take my pattern here. Oh, let's check it on here again if we can kind of get an idea. Well, let me put you on the tripod and get some more light. Okay, there we go. Got some more light, and we'll try our pattern on there, see how much I want to change it now that it's mounted on the prop, or mounted on the engine and tightened up. And I do want to make a shout out here for Sergio. That's Sergio M, I'll say. He's the one that sent me, the subscriber that sent me this Osmo thing that I've got on the tripod. Got a message from him yesterday. So I thought, and I thanked him, of course, for this Osmo thing that I'm using. So thought I'd say something about it. So we'll see how this is fitting on here now. Yeah. Okay, so it still needs to be trimmed out quite a bit right in this area. So, I did, okay. I had to make sure I did. Okay, now I got something to mark with. And looks like right there to there. Very precise stuff we're dealing with. Are we still on? Yeah, okay. See if I can smooth that out a little. And we're still on. I always forget if I turn it back on or not. Okay, so it still needs a little more bump right up in there. Hope this is showing up on there. Still need no more bump there. Getting closer. Still more bump right in there. That there's getting pretty daggum close. Need a little bump there. And now it needs filled in there. Okay. Put some tape in there for a filler. Not in the right place exactly. But I think that's good enough to give us a smaller rough cut, because I'll do that with a big marker instead of a skinny marker. That way I can cut towards the inside of that line, and I won't be too big that way. There we go. And what I think I'll do now is go ahead and get this video on. So we'll go ahead and get all this video up, which is almost 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes, and 5 minutes, plus the 7-minute one of this one. So it'll take it a while to go, but we'll get that all uploaded and see what kind of interest there is on doing this prop spinner. So there you go. Hope everybody's having a good day. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button, and God bless.